There you go. Let's try this out. I'm doing this for my boy Fish. I'm just gonna play some fucking games and just give it a fucking go. I don't know what rank means. Let's do rank mission. Sure. What happens? I have some games that have been requested, so I'm gonna play them all. And hop from this DC Universe to fucking Temtem. Sure. That's loud as hell. That's very loud. Okay, sure. No. Play solo. Here we go. Let's go. I don't remember how to play this game, but I'm gonna play it solo. Whatever that means. Should be fun. Alright. That's how you attack, then sure. I don't have any money, I don't think. Let's go. Advance now. I have this old ass character from fucking 3 years ago. Like, the man requested the game, so I'm gonna play the game. And then I'm gonna play the other game he requested. I'm gonna play the other game he requested. And then I'm gonna play the other game he requested. I'm gonna fill the time slot until 12 p.m. That's the kind of man I am. I'm a streamer who follows orders. Not just because I'm trying to vent and procrastinate and whatever. I'm here. Not dead inside at all. Playing video games that I enjoy. Also, definitely not trying to stay quiet from my roommate who's asleep right now. But hey, we're alive. We're living. Not that it really matters. Anyway, do I need to open this? What? How do I open this? Yeah, I pressed it. What is it? What does this have to do with anything? Oh. There. I have this for a reason. I'm gonna use it. Sword and shield, baby. It works. I'm strong. Whatever this game, whatever that means. Sure. I bet those drones can move different ways. What does this mean? Sure, they can be killed or avoided. Avoid them? Cool, I'll just avoid them. I took damage, right? I don't know how I get help. All drones clad in armor? Gold armor just cannot be destroyed. So these fuckers can't be destroyed. That's fine. Oh my god, that did 8 damage. Oh my god, that did like 20 damage. Can I get a health pack or something? I'll just die. If I die, I'll just go to the next game. What was the game? Drones can deal status damage. Okay. I mean, this is just for we trash. Robotic Fish. Hot Gamer 658. I'm doing this for him. That guy. Fuck him. He needs a win. Can I not just hit that thing through here? Oh, cool. Does the game just want me to run? Okay. Sure. Ouch, that hurt. Sure. Damn, I'm at 56 health. What else? Wait, there's another thing I need to break. Wait for it. I don't know how good the shield is. Oh, I can walk with it. It does. Oh, it does just block stuff. Definitively. Okay. Oh! I have a shield bar. Ouch. Oh, I'm just on fire. Damn, I'm at 25% health. Like, damn, dude. I'm trying to exist. I'm trying to live. Oh god, there's a fucking enemy there. Jesus Christ. I gotta be like on like basically 1 HP. I don't know how to use that. I don't really. That health? Is it a health thing? Can I use it? No, don't die. Don't die me. Oh god. Oh, I have it. That thing. Oh, it worked. I don't know how to heal myself. Oh my god, I'm on 9 HP. This is fine. No, it's perfectly fine. I'm sure that, you know, I just won't fuck up in the next 3 seconds and die horribly. And then switch to the next game. Because that's, you know, that's totally not what I would do. Oh, I need to grab this. And throw it there. Where do I need to throw this? Right here? Okay, next one. There we go. Sure. Can I heal at all? How do I use an item? I don't know how to use items. I don't know how I use items, but I'm here for it. I'm existing. I'm alive. Oh. I don't know how I heal. No, seriously. Oh, this person can help me? Oh, there's a thing here. Oh, okay, I'm healed up. Cool. Thank you, health capsule. Alright, cool, then I should be fine. Barely made it. Oh no! Things! Things that want me dead. Good job, guy. You did like 2 damage to that thing. Hey, I mean, less things hitting me, the better. Ouch. When I take damage. This is kind of good though. Just cut. Oh, damn, what's in it? What do you mean? I had shields. I had shields up. Okay. Just tell me something in the game. Jeez. I don't know what certain things are. That's a grenade. Remove all stats conditions. I don't know about that. Oh, is it the end of the level? Is it the end of the level? Did I do it? Can't complete it? Inventory full. I disagree. Oh, I did. I completed the level. Good job, me. Advance. Oh, there's more? There's more than just one level? Oh no. That's awful. 1 second. I don't know why stream outro has been breaking. I'm doing that a lot, and I don't care for it. I really don't care for it. I just like it to work every time. Hey, I leveled up to be a soldier. Don't know what that means. A new chapter, rank 4. Okay, no, this is the hub. Cool, I'm in the hub. Awesome. That means I can go ahead and start prepping for the next game. Alright. Intermission mode. Let's go ahead and get ready for the next game. Next game, change. Yeah, and just hit all the games that the person wanted me to hit. Because I mean, if he's not gonna watch, I mean, try. Let's see, DC Universe Online. Where is it at? Let's go. Yeah, I hope I remember my login. God, I also hope I don't say it out loud accidentally. That'd be awesome. Come on, baby. Now I can just say, like, oh yeah, I literally just played every game that you wanted me to play. And you can't get mad at me because I did. It's a stream. It's live. I have recordings of me just coming on here, just doing it all right now in one sitting. I'm gonna hit DC. I'm gonna hit this. I hit Spiral Knights. I'll go play some Rivals of Aether online. I'll play some Temtem. I'll probably play Rivals of Aether after this one so I can wake the fuck up because I'm tired. I'll play one online game of Rivals of Aether and to see how bodied I get. I think that should be funny, right? That's hilarious, right? I think I know comedy or entertainment. I'm not sure. Alcohol's alcohol. Apathy is a hell of a drug, kids. Enjoy everything you do. Don't get apathetic like me. I'm gonna turn you into a thing. What blockheads do I have? Yellow man. What does that mean? Sure, you're gonna be a yellow man person. How do I change your color? Color. Here you go. We're gonna make you yellow. Yeah, Grafumon. You're the yellow man. That's fucking great. That's pretty great. Damn. This is a fucking. It's got. Oh wow, DC Universe has to update. Like right now. This is it. I have Rowell's Aether ready. Can I just play Rowell's Aether while this loads? I do that right. Rowell's Aether without be able to play. Can I switch to Rowell's Aether real quick and then come back to DC Universe? Would everyone be okay with that? Does that work? That's a real problem I have. Would Rowell's Aether work? If it loads, then I'll switch. I'll fix the stream real quick. Then I'll come back to DC Universe. A balance patch. I don't know what that means. Oh yeah, I forgot all these new characters got added. It's kind of nuts, ain't it? Oh, the fucking AC's dying. Maybe my roommate will go hear it. We'll see. You see, that's so loud you can't ignore it. Like sounds like popcorn. Okay, Rawls Aether is working, so we're gonna switch to Rawls Aether instead of DC Universe. While DC Universe fucking loads. Yeah, Rawls Aether. Let's go, just fucking go online. Just hope for the best. Burrito. Well, I don't know what these mean. Kind of match. Sure. Let's go see how badly we get our ass beat. Oh no. Cool. It's working. Kinda. Don't worry about me killing myself. Oh, I died. Ooh! This online's stressful. That's why I don't play in fucking fighting because I suck! Got your ass! Uh-oh. It let the lag switch fucking just fucking crazy. Like, I don't even know what happened. I just ran off. I don't even know what happened there. Yeah, they got ran off, of course. That's what happens when you play online. Browser either. Anyway. Let's see, there another? Okay. How's the download looking for DC One? Oh, my game. Maybe the lag switch was me the whole time. Or maybe my computer died. Who knows? I can tell you. Okay, it finally caught up. Hi. And that guy just ran off. What a jerk, alright? Well, my DC Universe is almost ready, so hey, that counts, right? I hit my quota. Let's see. Let's go change the game back to DC Universe. I don't even know what's going on. Jesus Christ, my computer's having a stroke. It's fine though. I don't know this open. He messaged me. He's like, what's happening? What's going on? I'm just swapping from so many games. Yeah. No. Okay, another person messaged me about DC Universe Online. I'm bugging. Apparently, that's actually funny as hell. That not just him, but two people fucking messaged me about DC Universe Online. I'm losing my shit, dog. That's actually hilarious. Let's see. I need to message my other guy, the other person who messaged me like, "Yo, you bring back DC Universe?" No, I got messaged him real quick. Him with the dice. What? The what? What you talking about, my man? What can I have a DC? Can I have one of you load? Okay, DC Universe Online. Hello. Hello. Do I need to log in or I will disconnected? Disconnected? DC Universe Online disconnected me. I'm just trying to run the game, dog. I'm trying to play the game, dog. Where's the DC Universe? Where's the DC Universe Online love? I'm just trying to log in without like getting docked, you know. I'm trying to get my whole shit like rocked, you know. I'm just trying to play the game. Drop what? What were we supposed to drop? No, Korvac, get out of here. Korvac, you don't want to be here, dog. Korvac, why are you Terraria Avatar? You're better than that. You're like at the very least, what's it called? Where's Ganondorf? You're a Ganondorf. Ganon. Ganon. Fuck. Where the fuck is Ganondorf? Actually. Yeah, it is. Ganondorf. You're evil. That's why, Korvac. Look, my mans. Did you fucking want me? Now, what do you? I don't know what you mean. I didn't even get to finish typing my shit. I'm just trying to do viewer requests, man. I'm just here. I'm just trying to do viewer requests. Like, goddamn. I'm trying to I'm trying not to think right now. I'm just trying to just catch up on fucking a backlog of viewer requests, apparently, that I have. Also, not trying to dox myself. Okay. Let's go. Nah, I shouldn't have done this one. I should have done another one. Can I log out and pick the other one? That's something you can do in DC Universe. What do you mean? Oh God, where the fuck am I?
This is Oracle.
No, I switch characters, thank God. Yeah, let me switch characters real quick. I should not be playing that character. I should be playing this one. Okay. Hi. Here we are. Fucking DC Universe Online, because that's something that's been requested apparently. I played Spiral Knights, played DC Universe Online, I played Rivals of Aether. The only thing left I have is Temtem. I don't know what that means. Where the fuck am I? Hive? The Hive? Goes to the Hive and complete my missions. Apparently I can fly. Sure. I'll go to the Hive and complete my mission. Whatever that means. Oh God, I can't fucking hit. There you go. I ain't lagging. You're lagging. Like mentally. Okay. Locate scientist. Do I have to kill him? No, apparently not. The Spec Ops Lexport guy?
Luther sent us in to sabotage the hive, but the blasted
That
science
their quest?
took us out when he
Defeat science pull. Oh,
liberate some data.
fuck this guy.
Then nobody
Eat shit. Get gunned. Oh god.
can start with that nerd cop over there. He should
That worked
be
out.
any minute.
I don't know what else. Defeat Hive Troop. Who are you? Okay, all these guys are Hive troops. I just gotta kill all these people. Cool. Hey, sure. This is just quests. This is quest line. The DC Universe Online, a modern day video game that we're playing right now. Apparently, I'm supposed to know what my man's meant, even though he requested me to play this game on stream. I don't know what he wants from me. Fuck you. I don't know what these abilities do. Fuck you. I just have a gun. Yeah, sure.
Hey, that's private. Your feeble mind couldn't possibly understand it.
I bet. Is there another worker here? Is there?
We have a live one.
Okay, that's a side quest. How many more are here? Sure. Just walk into a facility and gun down every operative. Sure, that's definitely not indicative of what's going on in our modern day society. It's fine. It's fine. We're having a great time. You know, fucking. I'm worrying about reality right now. Thank you, worker. Where's the last infiltrator? Is he in here? Is he not in here? Like, what's the deal? Where can I find fuckhead? I'm looking for one last little fuckhead. One last little bastard. One bastard man. I have a yellow ring. Yeah, I'm wearing green clothes. Don't worry about it. I'm like the anti Green Lantern. You feel me? Not touching this guy. Wait. I'm looking for the infiltrator. The infiltrator is in here. I have a side quest. I need to get it done. I have shit to do. I'm just gonna act like any of that made sense. Like, I'm gonna act like I made a coherent combo in my fucking button mashing there, but I really didn't. Fuck you, worker bee. I'm literally a yellow lantern. I have more power than you can even begin to comprehend. Sure. Like my power is off the chart. Alright, sure. There's a signs right here. I'll free him. But I can't find this other last infiltrator. I hope he's just later on in the facility. Or something.
Nice. I better get back to work before Mr. Luther finds out I'm slacking off here.
Wow, imagine getting actually held at gunpoint, kidnapped, and going, man, I better get back to work. Man, I really am back in the U.S. The U.
Hive mind transmission. Ensure neural devices always function at optimal parameters.
The hive mind speaks. I have reasons to believe the hive mind. Okay, so that's the side quest here, but where is the last fucking infiltrator? Do it like their motherfucker just camping out in a corner or something? I don't know. I thought I could find him, but we'll see. We'll see. I mean, it's a side quest for a reason, am I right? Oh, it's a healing thing. Okay, so it's there. Cool. I have not played this game so fucking long. I'm trying to look for a dude. Is there a dude here that looks like an infiltrator? Is there somebody here that's sus? You're legally obligated to tell me if you're sus. Okay, that was the sound of speed happening. A technician, you're free.
What are you doing? No, not my PDA.
Nah, I need your PDA, buddy. Oh, there's the infiltrator. Please die. There, could you not? There you go. Awesome. Got some sort of cola. Got a soda. Got a
Thank
drink,
you.
some beverage.
Please make sure to tell Mr. Luther that I didn't say anything.
You've retrieved some
Sure.
interesting Star Labs data. And, oh yes, my scientists. The next time I
Damn!
publish it,
Oh yeah,
I
the
might
signs are like too, I guess.
them.
Sure.
For now, show Queen crossing Lex Luthor is a very bad idea.
Sure. There's a hive queen. I'll kill her. I guess. This motherfucker just beat my ass. Okay, fine. Don't you know I have an assault rifle? Apparently that's just the weapon of justice. If you need to carry out some type of vengeance, just roll up with two ARs that I can buy at my local Walmart. That's what you do. No, dude, it feels like a mobile game. How old this game is? Like, dude, this could be played on your PS3. This is not a mobile game. It definitely should be a mobile game, with just kind of how like old it is. This is like, yeah, this is a PS3 game basically. That's the best way I can describe this. A PS3 MMO. And I was requested to play it, so I'm literally just hitting up every game that my one of my buddies, Robotic Fish, Weeboo Trash, COD Gamer 658 asked me to play, because I'm a good friend. Totally ignoring the fact that he wanted to play this with me. Not that I have really anything to add right now. Nah, dude. Yeah, Uncharted's a PS3. You could play this game on your PS3. You could play this game on your PS3. Like this is a game I played. This is a game from my quote unquote childhood. This is a quote unquote. No, this is a game from my fucking puberty years, I guess. But yeah, this game is old. I'm about to be 25 in like a week. I played this game when I was fucking 13. Yeah, the age on this game shows. This ain't your brother's Genshin Impact. I'm fucking tired. Yeah, I was requested to play this game.
Detected. Intruder detected. Initiating defense protocols.
This is a PS3 MMO that a lot of people played, me included. To be fair, this is free to play. This is like this is my Wizard 101. Like, no, actually no, I can't say that. Yeah, thank you for the happy on birthday. I'll accept actual birthday wishes on the 10th of June. Only 8 minutes after 12 a.m. You know, as being a twin and all. Thank you. Being 20, about to be 25. 25. 30 catching up.
The hive mind has been breached. Overriding directive. Bring
Okay.
the exobytes to
Bring it on.
Brainiac.
Bring it on.
the exobytes to Brainiac.
Oh, look at Cormac. He immediately turned himself back to Krillin. I forgot that's what he was.
Guards! Protect your queen with your lives!
Oh gosh, he even has the bee thing. Get off me. I literally have an assault rifle. The most powerful weapon of all of humanity. Ah yes, an AR-15! Nothing can beat the AR-15!
Serve me!
Keep away from her pollen. It'll mess with your head.
What's the sixth? Oh sure, yeah, that works out. Just CC.
You challenge me? You are one mind. I am many.
Okay, I got 50 hits on a counter, sure.
Your
I have a mean ass combo going.
I warned you.
Yeah, this combo go crazy.
Serve me and Brainiac.
77 combo. Jesus Christ. Oh, what do shoulder guards? I don't know. I probably want. That's serious. I'll take that. Individual models will look bad, but the floating damage numbers seem like they're from. Dude, yeah.
One mind, one goal, one quest.
Like, this is DC Universe Online. Look up when it came out. This is a very old game,
Swarm rivals mine. Soon all of
and it has not aged well.
me alone. All minds will be one mind. Mine. Brainiac has promised this. Brainiac, I obey. The hive mind has one mind, one queen, and now a king.
Ugh. She wants to fuck Brainiac. Ugh. That's kind of gross.
Brainiac is using the Queen Bee hive mind like a distributed bio network to recover his exobytes.
Sure, I don't know what supercharger means.
He's unlikely to give up even after this crushing defeat.
Like,
I'll keep you
I played this
informed.
game so
Luther
long.
out.
Shut up, Luther. What's up? No, I mean Lex Luthor, not Luther. Hello? Can I open his loot? I already got the loot then? Hello? Fuck it. Yeah, fuck it. Fuck it. I do not care about this game. Get me out! Now, I already have a level 30 character that I need to burn, but alright, cool. Yeah. Just pan and scan comic panels. That's the way it goes. That's just the way it is. Alright, let me, alright, well, with that, I've completed a quest in, have I completed a quest? No, I need to go complete the quest. Once I complete the quest, then I will switch to Temtem, which is another game that's been requested by my dear friend, Fish. I'm really trying to, like, smack down all these requests he's been doing because he's a troll. He'll request these games and then not appear for the streams. So I'm just like, you know what? I'm reasonable enough. I am reasonable enough tonight where I am willing to play these games. Ah. If that makes any sense, I don't know. Yeah. I'm sorry, Corbett, this is your first experience on DC Universe Online. Cause you know, like even back then, like the comic strips were bog standard. I don't know how the current patches go, like, cause this game is still getting updates somehow. Like this game still has I mean, it's free to play, so it definitely like the active community makes sense, but at the same time, like, what the fuck? Are you my quest?
So you fried the hive. I love me some bug barbecue. Hey,
Bug barbecue.
so long as you're here, if you ain't using all your power, I could eat.
I ain't like that.
I, the Monitor.
Cool, I leveled up.
Entering the multiverse to face its greatest threat yet. We will need every ally we can get, even unexpected ones. Meet me.
Oh, a
aboard
level.
the
Oh,
House
okay.
of
I
Legends.
could get a new building. Oh, it's flight power. No, I don't want dive bomb. No, I have 3 skill points. Holy shit! I have a new. Sheesh. Can I get any light powers? No, cool. Okay, what's an iconic power I can take? Block, I don't care. Batarang, I don't have Batarang. Super Clown Box, I don't care. Gag Glove, Sonic Cry, Heat Vision. Sir, I'll take the Neo Venom boost. I'm gonna take drugs today. Go to your house. Yeah, I'm in the House of Legends to continue my mission. It's like one of these guys. God no, I got invited to a clan in this date. You know, get the fuck out of here, homie. You're gonna be very disappointed. I don't care if you need numbers. All right, I got invited to a clan that shows me I need to get the fuck out of here. 1 second, I'm going to intermission and I'm going to swap to Temtem. The last game that has been requested. I played before you showed up on the stream. I managed to play Spiral Knights, Rivals of Aether, and now DC Universe Online. And I'm now going to swap to Temtem. Here we go, Temtem. I'm gonna try to get all these games done. I'm trying to get some progress done in all these games in an hour. This is Speedrun Central. Yeah, this is not like the most coherent stream. This is just me being a jackass for the most part. And I'm just gonna be upfront with that one. So, I promise to do an actual stream of me playing a legitimate game for like a decent amount of time when I shouldn't be working on D&D. When I should be, I don't know, when I should not, yeah, when I shouldn't be working on D&D, yeah. I need to be working on D&D right now, but instead I'm playing fucking random bullshit. Wow, Tim's gonna take fucking 7 gigabytes? Do I, here, let's see, what's a game I can play in the interim? What's a game I can play in the interim while I'm waiting for Temtem of all games to load? 24 minutes? I need something to kill 24 minutes? That's my entire stream time! The fuck? The fuck am I gonna do in 24 minutes? I don't know, shit. Temtem? That's supposed to be in a sticky wiki. I'm not just gonna talk for like 20 minutes. I'm gonna try to do something, right? I should at least. I should try to do something, you know? Fuck it. Let's see if this works. We'll see if this loads. What loads first? Temtem? Oh no, 5 minutes remaining? Oh wait. 5 minutes remaining to get 7 gigabytes? No way. Not in your life. Yeah, it says 900 megabytes out of 7 gigabytes. The fuck you mean? Like, I don't care. I don't care if Mike did fall asleep. Like, there's no way our internet is that fast. No, it's already at 1 gigabyte, 1 out of 7. That's how small are these gigabytes? I could bullshit. I could talk about, is water wet? Have you guys heard of the fucking what's it called? Land octopus? Did you know that Animal Planet made a whole mockumentary about the land octopus? It's not land octopus. A whole mockumentary back in 2013 about the land octopus. Not only that, do you know that Shaquille O'Neal has only made 1 3-point basket? Isn't that crazy? Shaquille O'Neal only has made 1 3-point basket in his entire during his entire career. Okay, whoa. Okay, so for whatever reason, me loading up Halo paused the Temtem download, but I need to play Temtem so I can get my friend off my back. So hopefully I can get this loaded. We'll see. Trying to think of others, just random shit I learned today. Yeah, I spent literally all week just going through a training to learn about how to run like community events for my job, and it was I'm sure I learned something. Probably. I mean, it was 4 days from 8 to 12, and the majority of the time I was tabbed down on Roll20 because I'm a DM on a budget. I say I'm a DM on a budget. I'm a DM with fucking 12 players, trying to make sure all of them are engaged. One's a stoner, one doesn't care. One, me and her don't see eye to eye. One's a veteran, one's a jackass, one's my best friend, and then one's a jackass. It's hard to balance that. So I need to take any opportunity I can to fucking like make sure these sessions are good. At least for the people who pretend to care. Hi, it's me. I pretend to care. No, wait, no, I do care because I actually write the session. Shit! How's that work out? You know? No, legitimately, how's that work out? Like, where's the line? You know? Where's the line? What's the let's say what's the it's a loss. Here, well, let's see. While we're waiting, I could do a fucking I'll do a tier list real quick while we're waiting. Cause I'm literally just waiting for Discord to fucking, get its shit together. So why not we do a tier list? Let's do it. Let's do a quick tier list while we're waiting for fucking Temtem to figure its shit out. Shall we? Temtem, hello? Temtem, could you today, Junior? Type shit. Let's see. Where's the let's see the category. Here we go. That's why I went to click. This is weird. Like it feels like laggier than what I'm used to. Let's see. I literally have ad blocker on this bitch, and even then, all the ads are not getting blocked. This feels weird. There was a good. What's a good tier list? DC? All theatrical DC films, I can do it. Corbett? Hey, thanks for the hydrate. I can do Batman villains. Okay. Let me turn on my chip tune. I literally have ad block on and it's just going nuts. Like it's like ad block is dying trying to get every ad. Okay. All right. Batman villain tier list. Let's see. Here's on here. There's Two-Face. Harley Quinn. Oh, there's so many. Please don't make me. No, I have a list of tier lists. I have a list of. I have some tier lists that I can actually like weigh in on because like this like I'm kind of stupid. Like I am more prepared than I should be for this. Here you go. Video game console tier list. I'll do this one. Let's see. So so let's see. This is the 3D MMO. I wish I could. I don't know this one. I'll stick to the things I know. I know PlayStation 2 for me in particular. Where I put Clock King, I don't know who. I don't know that villain, so I couldn't place them definitively. So I know PlayStation 2 is either S or A tier. Is one of those for me because PlayStation 2 is like pinnacle of gaming. It had a very very rich. Yeah. Okay, I'm glad we agree. Yeah. So like if I had to be like super critical. Like if I if I was really stupid it'd be A tier, but no, it's S tier. PlayStation 2 is just really that good. Along with I say like a PlayStation 2 and the Game Boy Advance, the PlayStation 2 Game Boy Advance and the Nintendo DS. Yes. Like, PlayStation 2, Game Boy, and a Nintendo DS are goated. Because you can play PlayStation 1 games on PlayStation 2. You can play the high majority of just old... Yeah. The original Game Boy Advance, fair. The original Game Boy... Yes, that's fair. If they have the Game Boy Advance, then I would put that in S instead. Like they have the Game Boy Advance in there, I put that in S instead. But I do not see the flip one with the backlighting, that goes in S tier, and the Game Boy will go in A just because of the backlighting issue. Otherwise, if the GBA is the only representative here, just Game Library alone puts it in S tier. Because the GBA library is what puts Nintendo DS, like the GBA library, along with just how great the Nintendo DS was, as far as not compatibility, marketability, just how many, like, I knew so many people who had a DS. I knew so many people who just had a DS. And they could play old school Game Boy games, they could play GBA Game Boy Advance games, like, it was just so good. Like, the library for, like, the library for the Nintendo DS was amazing. And since I do not see the Game Boy Advance S, whatever that thing was called, where it was basically the DS like precursor with the backlighting, I'm going to put the Game Boy in it. Right, DS is S for sure, but Game Boy had a tarnished launch. That's true, but it's library, and if we just ignore the fact that they did not put the Game Boy, whatever the lit up Game Boy Advance on here for whatever reason, we ignore the fact that, because if they had the lit up Game Boy Advance, it would be an S tier. Because that shit had movies, that shit had so many great video games. The Game Boy Advance also deserves to be an S tier in my opinion. And literally, if it doesn't have backwards compatibility, it doesn't have the backlighting, it's A tier. But with the most modern Game Boy Advance that there was by the time that the Game Boy library died, it was peak. So it deserves S tier because its library that also gets carried over to the DS is fucking immaculate. Let's see. Next, going just as far as backward, I'm just kind of just going in random orders. Another thing that also deserves S tier is with the Wii. There was not anyone in my generation who didn't, like, along with the DS, there was not anyone in my generation who did not have a Wii. And it could play GameCube games. And it was the most, like, accessible console for that generation. Like, let me tell you, like I said, I could not go to anyone's fucking house and they did not have a Wii. There are so many motherfuckers who have played Mario Kart because of the Wii. There's so many people who have even dipped their toe into gaming because of the Wii, and the Wii deserves S tier. Like I would be absolutely, completely, and utterly brain dead not to put some respect on the Wii's name. Now, they get into something a little bit more divisive. The Xbox 360 could either go in A or S, just because I play the majority of my, like, what got me into playing online games was the Xbox 360. Yes. No, I can't deny that. I cannot deny that. No, if you go onto the Wii Market store, if you go into the Wii store, no, the majority of it was shovelware. And that's kind of how I feel about the Xbox, like, X, and like Xbox X and PlayStation 5 going E tier right now, just cause that's purely because they don't have games right now. like these things aren't consoles yet. Like these things like have just showed up, so they're just kind of like not developed. That's just TBD. It's honestly just TBD. We'll see. I know Xbox has been like out the door since the 1. And I have more of a bias for the PS4. Yeah, Red Ring puts extra. Yeah, that's fair. And that no, absolutely. Like no, I have very biased memories, but I know just in my heart of hearts, no matter how great of an experience I had with the Xbox 360, at the very with the Red Ring of Death, it puts it in A. It's just sadly in A, just due to that fact alone, and it is very sad. Here, Corbeck, I'm coming to you. Hi, Corbeck.
Heyo.
Here, how
you doing?
I'm waiting for Temtem to load, so here, let's just talk.
Okay. Well,
So-
yeah, I'm watching your stream and
I'm sharing my
posting
screen in
on-
Discord, so you can pop in here.
I can?
Yeah, I'm sharing my screen in Discord.
Okay. Let's see. Let me mute you because a delay on my beautiful voice is just terrible.
Okay.
All right. So as I was about to tear into the PS3,
Yes.
was it because
No, PS3 is bad, legitimately.
bang for buck, it was awful. It drove the entire industry to the Xbox as a direct result of essentially trying to take their ball and go home when it wasn't their ball to run away with.
Absolutely.
And they burned an entire 8-year console generation on winning the Blu-ray war.
Yeah.
So, and also the shenanigans around backwards compatibility and the inconsistency of the backwards compatibility across different versions of the PlayStation 3.
Yeah.
I don't know if there are objectively worse consoles, but the stank on the 3
No, it
is
is palpable.
super rough.
It is palpable.
Right. I would put the Xbone right next to the PS3.
Oh, the original Xbox.
No, the Xbox One. The Xbone.
Oh yeah, no. Oh yeah. Xbox. Yeah, I can agree with. No, I can highly agree with that.
So it's currently in C right now, but I would put it right next to the PS3 in D.
No, yeah, I can agree with that.
And it's as though Microsoft saw what happened with the PS3 and exactly how not to treat your customer base, exactly how not to treat your developers, exactly how not to treat the ball when you try and run and go home. And made the exact same mistake 8 years later.
Yeah.
There are still people who think the Xbox One is an always online spy camera.
Dude.
Because of how absolutely terrible the messaging was on their initial hype.
No, absolutely fine. No, I agree with it so hard.
As a result, PlayStation 4, that one's up there. I lost track of it, but it's in A or B, especially compared to the faceplant that was the Xbox One.
I say it would have been A if Sony did not back out on its free online.
Well, Xbox Live Gold was just too much money to leave hanging.
Yeah.
Like the NPS Plus proved itself to be temporarily a good deal, and then slowly a worse and worse and worse and worse and worse deal.
And that's what brings the PS4 down, because it was more online focused.
All right. I still disagree with you on specifically the Game Boy Advance because the first year of the Game Boy Advance I was going to get it,
Mm-hmm.
and then the stink about how you pretty much had to play it in direct sunlight in order to see the screen was enough to make me stop.
No, I agree with you about that. It's just the fact that they don't have the updated Game Boy on here.
Right. You and that's why you've got to take the entire system in its entire life together.
Yes.
And if that means even if it got better later, someone shit in the cereal early on.
Yeah.
And that's got to taint it forever because S is supposed to be perfect.
I'm almost like that's fair. The S is supposed to be perfect, but I think that the Game Boy managed to like literally crawl out of its shit. Like
Alright.
it managed to like literally just go like, "Hello, it's me, the S. I'm all better in every way, and I have the entire library at my disposal."
All right. Well, I accept your opinion, and this is your list.
Yeah.
So far, we're in very minimal disagreement here.
Okay, yeah. It's so minute. Like it's literally like because if they had the S on here, then yeah, I'd throw the original Advanced lower. But the fact that they have not even they didn't even respect the S on here or whatever the flip one with the light on here, I just took that as face value. Like, all right, since that's not on here, I'm going to put that as its spot.
All right. So I guess the next question I have is, how big of a failure did the Wii U affect you personally?
Oh boy, let me tell you. Let me show you. It's here, there. It's one of those. Because the Wii U was my Smash Bros. Machine. New Smash Bros. Cool. That's all I did with it.
All right, because there were tragically some excellent Wii games.
No.
Wii U games.
Dude, legitimately no. It even had the Game Boy library on there.
Let's leave Nintendo Online out of it now that they're closing that whole stuff down.
Absolutely.
The Miiverse and all that stuff is now
that
dead.
Absolutely throws the Wii U in the D tier, because even to the because unlike the Game Boy Advance, at the very least I can go try to find or track down some of these games. The Wii U, what made the Wii U good is dead for the most part.
Right, and the library of Wii U games that were worthwhile would be difficult to port, so they're not going to.
Yes.
And the number of games that were worthwhile on that system, you can count on two hands.
Oh God, yeah. So that it's indeed.
And that's why I want to throw the next console under the bus, the Nintendo 64.
Okay, no, I can agree with that.
There's an argument for C.
There is. No, there is an argument for C. No, legitimately, but I can at least put the N64 at top of D.
It might be top of D. It might be bottom of C. But the Nintendo 64 had a huge quality ratio problem. There was
I'll give it a D- on that.
There was a fuckload of shovelware. And really bad mistakes, and essentially a console called the worst camera on the planet. We'll just say that. There were 10 must-play games that were not just good for the console or good for the era, but genuinely important to gaming history.
Yes.
And that's why I put it in C. The Wii U changed nothing.
No.
The PlayStation 3 made the world a worse place.
Yes.
And the Xbox One did the exact same thing after 8 years of reasons why you shouldn't.
Yes.
No.
So that's why I put it in C. And it's there's a whole lot of nostalgia. If your one viewer loved Ocarina of Time a little bit more than I did, and he's screaming at us right now.
Oh no, the one viewer who likes one Ocarina at a time is happily with his girlfriend right now, so they will not be bothering us today. If they ever see the stream, then they will leave an angry comment or a Discord.
Right. And fortunately, if you want to play Ocarina of Time, you can just play Twilight Princess or Skyward Sword because they've been remaking the same thing.
Also, the 3DS port wasn't that bad. Speaking of,
Oh, okay. Well, that's good news.
no, I will absolutely put the Nintendo 3DS as a solid experience. The Nintendo 3DS gets a thumbs up, and that is basically B tier for me. The Nintendo 3DS had Kid Icarus Uprising, which is literally a top tier single player game, and anyone that is literally any sort of a Nintendo fan needs to play Kid Icarus Uprising at least one time. A few of these other games were very good. Like, I'm a Kingdom Hearts fan, so I needed a 3DS in order to play Dream Drop Distance at the time before it got ported eventually. But yeah, no, 3DS was a solid experience overall. The 3D was a gimmick, like most shit that Nintendo pushes out, but it wasn't a gimmick that you had to actually, touch. So otherwise, it was just a beefed up DS, and that's not bad.
Right. I can absolutely confirm that the 3D gimmick was awful,
Yes.
and it was never useful,
No.
and it wasn't as intrusive as like the first year of the DS when they're like, we have to use this touchscreen,
Yep.
or Nintendo will kill us.
Yep.
So once both consoles like mellowed out, and Nintendo stopped putting people in thumb screws for not using their gimmick, their libraries got great.
Absolutely. No. Absolutely. Like the DS Lite, and you can still play DS games on the 3DS. So that also kind of bumps it up as well.
Absolutely. Backwards compatibility is a very, very strong contender because you get to borrow how good the previous one was.
Absolutely. Now, we want to talk about something that doesn't kind of do so well. Is I would put the Nintendo GameCube at C. It has a lot of either C or B. It's one of those.
Okay. What is your argument for C? Or what are the negatives that you bring to the GameCube?
The negatives I had to bring to the GameCube is just like, so the negatives I have to give I guess this is just kind of from my own experience. There were a lot of kind of just like the single player experiences that came from the GameCube were hit and miss. A lot of there was I remember Internal Darkness, I think that was the game, I can't remember. There was this one horror game that came out from the Nintendo a lot of the GameCube was 4-player focused, and the majority of the time the only amount of people I got my time with the GameCube was 2 people, and I couldn't really use the GameCube to its full capacity until the Wii days, which I got the entire backlog of the GameCube as well as new hardware, and I just basically got the Renaissance. I basically got to just pick and choose between all the bangers of the GameCube era on the Wii. But during during the GameCube's infancy, before the Wii was even a twinkle in Nintendo's eye, the GameCube just it underperformed. It underperformed for a reason. It just wasn't the top tier console at the time. Looking back on it, it's very good. It has a lot of solid, just like single hitters here, and there. But just growing up with the GameCube, it has growing pains. That's why I'm willing to put it in B. But C, I can definitely see the issues that a lot where it says it underperformed and lots of other stuff. It was very multiplayer focused, and I didn't have the multiplayer options as growing up. That's why I'm willing to go It's a bias, but I can happily put it in B because there are a lot of good games for it as well.
I accept your bias, and
Yes.
I'm gonna double down on it.
Okay.
As far as I'm concerned, the every Nintendo flagship
Yes.
either lives or dies on their first party,
Yes.
to show everyone exactly what you're supposed to do with it. And it's rough that Mario Galaxy 2 is on the Wii U, right?
Yeah, yeah. Yeah,
And
I believe so.
But Mario Sunshine is one of the worst Mario games to have existed. It is in every way a step down from Mario 64, except for graphical fidelity. The story is weird and uncomfortable.
Yes.
The controls are absolutely worse compared to the speed and 3D freedom that you had in Nintendo 64. And while the levels are physically larger, they did nothing with that extra space, making everything feel sloggy and even worse. Like, even if you could be Nintendo 64 Mario in Sunshine, you still wouldn't be able to cope with how barren and empty those huge levels were. Some people love Wind Waker,
Yeah.
especially in hindsight, especially after remembering the remake.
Yeah, absolutely.
Everything wrong with Wind Waker is because the GameCube did not have the hardware for the concept. And every problem I have with Wind Waker, the art style, the completely empty ocean in which you're essentially boating through a loading screen because they could only handle loading one island at a time. There was no horizon, there was no exploring, there was no skybox. It was just load this ocean, randomly search, no landmarks, no nothing.
Okay.
The fact that they made the same mistake with Skyward Sword so many years later, I cannot forgive. But
no, absolutely.
While you did have Metroid, what was the
Metroid Prime? Metroid Prime Hunter or something like that?
Yeah.
Metroid Prime is probably the best single-player GameCube experience.
Yes.
And it was a fantastic member of the flagship, but it was one of the only completely untarnished, like, member of the old guard of the Nintendo games that you get one per console at least.
Yeah, yeah, and I'm part of a very, very strict niche of people who played Chibi Robo, and that is also a very that's a decent single player GameCube experience. Like I said, the single player GameCube experiences are few and far between.
No,
and
what about like Metal Gear? You know, you had that, for
play on PS2.
Yeah, wrong consoles.
Wrong console.
Sorry, buddy.
Wrong console. You're missing out.
You also had Metal Gear for the original Nintendo when it first came out.
We're currently discussing the Nintendo GameCube, and you can watch us on twitch.tv/Shotakus so that you're always talking about the right console at the right time.
Yes, sir.
Well, I know GameCube came out with one Metal Gear deal. I don't remember which one it was, but they did come out with one for it.
It was the same one that came out on PS2. The one where Psycho Mantis goes, "Oh, you played Super Mario Sunshine."
Oh, okay. So Metal Gear Solid 1 did have a GameCube port.
Yeah, it did.
I'm not. I don't think that can properly prop up the GameCube, all things considered.
No,
it was a years late to the party, if I recall.
No, yeah, absolutely. No, like I said, GameCube underperformed for a reason, and you get it for Mario Kart Double Dash, Mario Party, and all that. But at the same time, who did you know when the GameCube was the console to have that had all 4 controllers and was hosting parties?
I did know at least 2 people there.
Yeah, I envy you to this day. Not a lot of people have that. That's all I gotta say. You know?
But
I agree.
Right. I was not a big fan of Double Dash.
Yeah.
So
Double Dash is the worst Mario Kart.
when the Wii came out with its own Mario Kart, then there was no reason to own a GameCube anymore.
Absolutely. If you owned Double Dash over Kirby's Air Ride, you're wrong in my opinion. That's just me. I'll die on that hill. I will happily get beat up in whatever internet forum that says otherwise. But if you had Double Dash over Kirby's Air Ride, if you had to choose, you're wrong. Kirby's Air Ride was the racing game experience for that console.
And then you had the Zelda games were okay.
Twilight Princess was probably better on the Wii, and then I can't speak for Wind Waker because I played the remake.
Right. So Wind Waker was the GameCube was insufficient for the Wind Waker's concept.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, Twilight Princess on the GameCube was great.
No, it wasn't bad.
And it's because that's where it was built for.
Mm-hmm.
The sword controls in Twilight Princess weren't like as excessive or crazy in the Wii version as it ended up becoming in Skyward Sword.
Yeah.
So I don't think there's a bad place to play that game.
No. And sadly, if you, like, that's not the case for Wind Waker, because definitively you just play that on the newer consoles.
Right.
Just for the loading.
Absolutely. So let's see. You mentioned Eternal Darkness.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Fantastic game that was built for the N64, and eventually they had to put on the GameCube.
Okay.
So just like with Twilight Princess, the GameCube has like straddle stuff, as it's a real like awkward middle child console.
It really is. Because there's a lot of its library that I enjoy, but I would literally be wearing rose-tinted glasses if I had to put it higher than C. It is a serviceable console.
Right.
I can say that nicely. But as far as comparing to the rest of its quote-unquote peers in this tier list, sadly, it's a.
One aside, it was the last normal Nintendo controller.
Yeah.
And Smash Melee was like really enjoyable.
Oh no, yeah. Like, I mean, the game controller has survived to this day for a reason.
Yep. So let's see. Are we ready to drop the Virtual Boy into D and never talk about it again?
Absolutely right.
Right.
Dude, I wasn't even. I don't even think I was like conscious for when the Virtual Boy dropped, and even I know. I would like to talk about the PlayStation actually, and I would like to put it here if that's okay.
Let me see where here is. I've got a significant lag delay.
You're good.
The suspense. All right.
I think PlayStation is low B personally. I think its library is pretty decent. Its controller at first, like, you know, without analog wasn't the best, but when it finally got analog, that definitely helped its chances of getting to like be one of the greats. But I just think PlayStation, besides the 3, has just always been solid. And I can be refuted.
So the PlayStation 2 is definitely in S.
Yes, absolutely.
But for its era, I honestly think the PlayStation 1 might be an A.
Oh, okay, higher.
Right. Wow. It was doing the right thing and shaping how gaming was going to move forward, and made like very few mistakes.
Hell yeah.
It was it maintained a massive library. Its library is second only to the PlayStation 2 from like a financial success as well as like a just general scale of quality of games.
Hell yeah.
There was a lot of everything, and it was also where the industry was finding out how to make 3D enjoyable.
Yes.
The Nintendo 64 did not have that. It stumbled a great deal. It had a lot of shovelware, it had a lot of growing pains, and they did not figure out the controller, the camera, and the PlayStation has some, like, you forget the, like, 30 must-play games that are actually PlayStation 1 because you could just play them on the PlayStation 2.
Yes.
And the handoff between the PlayStation and the PlayStation 2 was nearly seamless.
Yes.
And
Okay.
seemingly the entire industry looked at that like golden success story and never tried to do it ever again. What in the fuck?
That's what I'm saying. Okay, thank you. All right, I was like just kind of underselling it. I'm glad you fucking put it in the fucking. Like, I agree so hard with having because like a lot of the shit that I played on the play, like I got quote unquote consciousness when the PS2 first came out, and a lot of the shit I had was just old PlayStation 1 games, while the PS2 was like figuring itself out. And it did not take long for the PS2 to hit its stride, but the PlayStation 1 games I played, like literally one of my first games I've ever played in my entire life is Final Fantasy fucking 7. So the PlayStation 1 is fucking like a fucking beefcake in my opinion, and I honestly like it more than the Xbox 360, but that might be cap. Because like PlayStation 1 and Xbox 360, PlayStation 1 is like my getting into gaming, and the Xbox 360 is getting me into fucking the online space. So they're very neck and neck on one each other. But yeah, I thank you for singing the PlayStation 1's praises where I could not.
I use the PS3 to I run it because I use it on guitar, not Guitar Hero, Guitar Smith, you know, to learn how to play guitar. So that's the only reason why I use that. But other than that, the PS3 to me, the graphics are just about the same as, to me, as the, the PS2, really, honestly.
They didn't really go far.
There were fidelity improvements, and you did have specifically Naughty Dog games that were coming out that were like incredibly cinematic and very, very good use of the technology. But overwhelmingly, what you had was a mismatch where the mid to low tier games had individual high quality models and then incredibly terrible animation or textures or terrible visual problems. The launch for the PlayStation 3 had a like Gundam game with like meticulously modeled Gundams and then like N64 quality grass. So you had this like poor performing, screen tearing, absolutely awful looking game with individual high quality models making everything look even worse. And it was never that bad in a lot of most places, but it's something that it was a quality control issue that the third party suffered from the entire time. But let's move on to the Switch.
Sorry, I was like, I wanted to ask your opinion, like Lily. So just give the Switch a letter. Don't describe why yet. I want to hear your letter.
Let's see.
I'm very curious.
I'm gonna say
Okay. Wow. You put it higher than I would have. It was high B.
A. All right. Let me make the argument for A on the Nintendo Switch.
Okay.
The argument for low A on the Nintendo Switch is making good on all of the promises that when you first heard about the Wii U, you thought the Wii U would work. You heard about the Wii, and the Wii did its motion controls. You immediately understood, here's how this gimmick is going to affect gaming from now on. And the Wii was successful, and it captured hearts and minds, and everybody wanted one. The Wii U gets announced, and half of everyone is like, it's just a Wii? What's going on? Like, the name was terrible. Then the form factor of, oh, it's a portable tablet. That's amazing. Does it connect to the internet? Do I get to walk around my whole house with it? Do I get to take it on the train? How does it work? What is the deal? It's like, oh, no, it's super near field. You sit with it on the couch. It's still a console, but now you've got this tiny, shitty screen that you have to look down to interact with and do touchscreen bullshit, just like on the first year of the DS. And now, you can't leave your house. It doesn't have any function, and you've got to be in the same living room as the Wii. The DS is a mobile game. No, sorry, that's not the DS. The Switch is a mobile console.
Yeah, legitimately.
It is a straight upgrade to the Nintendo DS,
and
3DS.
That is not accounting for. So we're completely not accounting for any online capabilities at all, or anything that Nintendo has done prior to its launching.
Nintendo's online presence and expectations with online presence is terrible.
Okay.
Their online experience, their for pay Xbox Live equivalent is awful at any price.
Yep.
And their willingness to download pirated ROMs of their games, sell them on a shop, and then condemn that shop so that you have to buy them again on a different console is absolutely non-renewable. So the entire community experience of dealing with Nintendo in the era of the Switch has been very poor.
Okay. That's what clouded me.
I freely acknowledge that the business around Nintendo has gotten a lot of mud in its eye. And let's talk about Nintendo Switch library. Mario Odyssey is fucking amazing. It is better than Galaxy 3.
Legitimately. No, yeah, Breath of the Wild, Mario Odyssey, like
right.
The Switch, the new Kirby game is also fucking late too. Like
so. Here's the big problem. You named the two fantastic games on the Switch, followed by the years of gap before the Kirby game came out. The Metroid game's not great. The Pokemon, the three Pokemon games, Arceus and Sword and Shield and Let's Go, all have individual major problems.
Mm-hmm.
Where they did not knock it out of the park for all three of those. It's nice that those exist.
Yeah.
It's nice to have console
Pokemon
games, but They're portable upgrades.
Yeah.
There's been a third-party problem with the Nintendo Switch. And I think that has everything to do with how badly the Wii U burned third parties in general. And that's essentially the Nintendo Switch paying for how how much the Wii U was a giant piece of garbage that caused a number of third parties to fail to get their money back.
God, yeah.
So, I really want to applaud the Nintendo Switch for finally doing the things that people got excited about for the Wii U.
Yeah.
And compared to a portable, it is significantly better than a 3DS or a phone.
That gets me into the PS Vita portable era.
Oh, look, if we're gonna put more things in ass right now.
Which one?
So,
because one does, I think one, yeah, I'd be okay with one going into ass.
Right.
I
really cannot stand the idea of a portable machine.
Yep.
That will let you buy a custom formatted movie and does not have the battery life to play that movie. So the PlayStation Portable, you could get, was it not UMD film, a 3-hour UMD movie.
Yep.
And it would not have the battery life to play a film for 3 hours.
Yep.
When it comes to the PlayStation Portable games are not worth mentioning at all.
Yeah.
The Vita had some to it, but it was significantly hamstrung by having worse than Wii performance.
Yeah.
But also having all of the limitations, meaning when a AAA game got made, sometimes they would make a Wii port.
Yeah.
And sometimes after the Wii port, they would distill that down into a Vita port.
Yep.
And it really, really, really was like the leftovers of leftovers. And the single thumbstick is like the death of it.
No, there's two for the Vita. There's two thumbsticks.
Was it the portable that only had the one?
I have a Vita right there. I have a Vita right here. No.
Okay.
The 3DS has one. Here is my PS Vita. It has two.
All right. Well, it finally joined the ranks of the PlayStation 1 for controlling.
Damn. The PlayStation Portable did not have any thumbsticks.
Okay, I could have sworn there was maybe it was the
3DS only had one.
Okay, no, I knew that.
Mm-hmm.
I thought either the Vita or the Portable had mismatch, but maybe let's strike that from the record.
Mm-hmm.
But right, there are some people that would champion Vita.
I'm not gonna champion it. I am a Vita apologist. After going to Japan, I will preface.
Let's put the Vita above the Wii U and PlayStation 3.
Damn. Wasn't expecting that one. But I do think, at the very least, as a Vita apologist, it deserves D. Especially after going to Japan and just seeing just kind of like their library of shit, and the remote play actually does go crazy for them.
Right. The the reason why I'm willing to rank the Vita above those two other consoles is those two consoles hurt the industry around them.
No, I can agree with that. No, absolutely, I can agree with that.
I'm thinking about throwing both of those into ass because that category didn't exist when we were first placing them.
No, absolutely. Yeah, no, I can agree. They definitely go above. Like the Virtual Boy is definitely like it's either Virtual Boy or PlayStation Portable is the king of ass, which is the bottom of ass.
Right, that's fine. I'm not
So-
arguing with that. Let's put PlayStation 3 as the current top of ass,
Yes.
and the Wii U certainly ahead of the Virtual Boy, despite doing similar damage to Nintendo.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah. Like it's very like
There you go.
I could swap these on like a day to day. Like PlayStation Portable could go above the Virtual Boy at the same time and go like, nah, Virtual didn't deserve that. It tried. Not joking. But can we talk about something good like the SNES? I think honestly SNES as far as RPG like RPG machines go, I think it deserves S. If not A. SNES. Do you disagree or agree?
I'll be right back, guys.
I do not disagree.
Okay, S.
Absolutely.
Okay, yes, thank God.
So I've got a huge nostalgia for it.
Mm-hmm.
There is a long list of must-play games on the SNES.
Hell yes.
And a huge amount of the formative games of like, oh, this was important to the industry. Oh, this was figuring stuff out. And oh, this is like the birth of genres. So you've got your Street Fighters, you've got your Super Mario World, you've got Star Fox trying to figure itself out. Super Metroid is one of the greatest games of all time.
Fuck yes. The Final Fantasies and the Super Mario RPG come out on the SNES, or am I stupid?
It was an SNES game.
Yes, okay, thank God.
And you also had Chrono Trigger.
Yes!
That thing that's better than all of those. And
as I look at the camera, hi, I'm the person who's on camera that you can crucify. That's up to your own opinion.
All right. Oh yeah, Thousand Year Door was on the GameCube. Maybe we should put it in bottom B.
Like I said, there was some good shit in Nintendo in GameCube, but we'll see if anything else joins C that might bump.
Right. So, SNES has massively important games.
Absolutely. Like SNES is the RPG machine, which for me, that's why I covet it so highly.
Right. And not just like single genres. Like you could have people say that, oh, the PlayStation was the RPG machine for them, and they'd be right too.
I can't fault
because
that.
of multi-discs, because of cutscenes, because of shit like Metal Gear Solid, pushing the whole industry towards characters and cinematic stuff over the sprite work and dialogue boxes that dominated the older era of RPGs. So storytelling in general improved between those two things, but it was a vanguard of SNES handing off into the PlayStation. You've got it's really, really hard to just think about all of the important games on the SNES. Like, not just like the high quality, you'd be hard pressed not to enjoy sort of like good games, but just the like, oh hey, you'd ruin the future if you deleted this game from history.
Legitimately.
So S.
I'm curious about where would you put the Dreamcast?
Oh,
because it's got one good game or two good games.
I can remember there was there's also an RPG that I liked on the Dreamcast. There were weird, cool things on the Dreamcast.
So
There were
kinda
neat concepts on the Dreamcast. It was not a good console.
No. Like,
And
basically where the camera is basically where it probably will sit.
Yeah, I'd be it is easily below the Nintendo 64.
Yeah.
And it's also a console that caused a bunch of damage to the industry and to Sega at the time.
Yes.
So it closed doors rather than opening them.
Yeah.
So I don't know if it makes it into D over S.
I could make an Eve just for it. Like, I could give it an E just because, at the very least, as a Sonic fan, that's just me. But otherwise, I could throw it an S. That's purely just from a Sonic fan bias because it gave me Sonic Adventure 1 and 2 on the Dreamcast. So I'm pretty sure Sonic Adventure 2 was Dreamcast.
Maybe.
Like, it's original because I know there's like the original Sonic Adventure and Sonic Adventure 2, and then they got remade for the GameCube as DX in Battle.
Right.
I don't know.
So does it go ahead of the Wii U in S?
I could not in good conscience put it above the Wii U in ass.
Okay, then
yeah.
Then let's put it where it belongs,
Yep.
behind the Wii U, and in front of the PlayStation Portable.
Because I'd say like I could name more games that were I could name more like I say that this is not really fair, but the Wii U at the very least was a more impactful quote unquote experience than the Dreamcast in my opinion. So that's why I'm willing to put the Dreamcast a little bit lower because I only can name 2 Sonic games and that one pink-haired girl's game for the Dreamcast. I can at least say Pikmin, Smash Bros, and one other thing for Wii U.
Right. There are games that are tragically trapped on the Wii U.
Yeah, that's it. There it is.
There's nothing worthwhile that didn't escape the Dreamcast and get put somewhere else.
Yeah, thank you for putting that more eloquently. I've been drinking.
That's fine. So, where do we want to go from here?
I want to do the original Xbox.
Original Xbox.
I'm feeling honestly for original Xbox, I could be fine with BRC.
I have a fucking axe to grind about Xbox.
Please grind it.
So, number one, the controller was built for Goliath people and not real humans. I had to take the monkey grip feet just to play my fucking Xbox.
Not the 64.
Not the 60. The 64 fit fine in your hand. The original launch Xbox controller, you had to wrench yourself to touch the white or black button because they had the white or black button. So the physical thing was also loud and huge and didn't fit in any place I wanted to put it. So fuck it for that. But those are all minor cosmetic quibbles. I want to talk about what the Xbox did to almost every PC franchise up until that point that I loved.
Yeah.
So, I grew up, I was raised by nerds, and our household had Apple Macs before they were viable. Essentially before the original, like, colored, like, iMac sort of thing. And they had original Apple computers. And that whole era in which Apple was actually doing really badly and looked like it might actually fail. There's in the time before the iPhone,
In
Pod,
time,
in the great
when I had a
beyond.
nano.
Right. So, in before like the what you think of the Apple style now,
Yes.
they were fucking hurting, and they were big underdog. And there was a small number of game companies that would build games specifically for them, and I played all those games. And one of those plucky underdog companies, this little company called Bungie. Now,
I'm
Bungie
paying.
was making this game that was going to come out in parallel on Mac and PC. It was going to be a first-person shooter. It was going to be like the next big sci-fi thing. It was actually based on like a game series that was only on the Mac called Marathon. It was a continuation of the story and gameplay of Marathon that I'd played through grade school.
Oh.
So I was fucking hyped
Yeah.
for Halo on the Mac.
Damn.
So, what the fuck happened? Oh, Microsoft decided, hey, it looks like the PlayStation is doing gangbusters. This video game thing seems really fucking easy. Let's buy some companies and have them make Xbox games. And the first one they bought, just to spite Apple, was Bungie. And
I think a great series of videos would be like acts of corporate spite between different corporations.
Right. So seemingly Bill Gates came to my house to slap me in the face. And that was embodied on the original Xbox. Then I fell in love with other games. You may have heard of a studio called Looking Glass.
Yeah.
Now, Looking Glass Studio made one of the most important PC games of all time, and that was System Shock 2.
Oh God, yeah.
BioShock, Dead Space, Shock Likes, the entire first-person shooter RPG. The concept of a shooter where you've got an inventory, and puzzles, and survival, and all of the elements of most of the games that you play today can trace back to either original System Shock or System Shock 2. Looking Glass Studios also made the Thief series, which was a first-person medieval stealth game in which you ran around nobles' houses and stole loot. You couldn't fight the guards because they would just fucking stab you. It was an entirely unique experience compared to people who were used to Doom and Quake. And and then you had this little series called Deus Ex.
Oh no!
Ion Storm, which was the game company that, much like the movie Twins, had an Arnold Schwarzenegger and a Danny DeVito in development at the same time. Their Arnold Schwarzenegger was Deus Ex. It was essentially the ultimate progression from System Shock and the kind of first-person interactable RPG, but this had like story and dialogue and interesting political concepts and philosophy, a huge runtime, and like meaningful choices that would carry through to the rest of the game. It was possibly one of the most perfect games. So, to bolster the lineup on the original Xbox, Microsoft partially funded Deus Ex Invisible War, which is the horrifyingly bad sequel to Deus Ex, and Thief Deadly Shadows, which is the horrifyingly terrible sequel to Thief. And seemingly the Xbox was specifically designed to take all of the series that I was waiting for a resurgence of and stomp them out and ruin them and create a low effort, terrible sequel that would prove to the industry, you see, this franchise is dead.
Oh, yeah.
So that business practice of essentially Microsoft throwing money at game companies to shit out old sequels to intellectual properties that were popular on the PC but were waiting for a new sequel, buried those franchises for an extra decade in some cases. Like, you had to wait until BioShock and Dead Space before anything like a System Shock came out. And that huge gap had everything to do with the death of Ion Storm because of Daikatana and the motherfucking Xbox.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, that clearly shows where the Xbox is going.
So I'm voting for high D.
I can agree with that because like literally my Xbox thing goes with like Halo and Psychonauts. Otherwise, I don't really have much attachment.
Psychonauts is also on the GameCube,
And that's why
Right.
GameCube's in C.
and the first Halo game is 3 hours too long because of the motherfucking library and the goddamn flood. I played through all of Halo 1 co-op, and people that look back on it with rose-colored glasses and the Rhino sequence where you're escaping as the final boss completely forget the hours where they slog through the exact same hallway fighting 3 different flood models over and over and over again.
Yeah. No, that's fair. That is fair.
And Halo 2 was also way worse than people remember it. It had god-awful pop-in at all times, and it's clickbaity, like, finish the fight, sort of non-ending.
Yeah, I know. No, Halo 2's ending did piss me off.
Yeah, so really, what was on the Xbox that was an unalloyed good?
No, I can like, yeah. If you like the Xbox, just play the PS2.
Right. Morrowind was on the Xbox, and that was fun. That's it. But it wasn't the best place to play it because you can't mod an Xbox.
Oh God.
All right. Whew. Thank you for going through childhood trauma with me.
No, dude. Hey, I'm here for you. The quarterback rants. You want to talk about the NES?
Yes. The original red screen, as the fuse in my NES slowly burnt out, and I had to blow into my consoles to make it run again. There are just fantastic games on the end.
Yes.
It defined its era. Certainly, the kind of consoles that existed before the NES were your weird ass wood panel nonsense that all the other games in the pile, consoles in the pile that we haven't sorted yet.
God, yeah.
And it was the sign that the nature had healed, that gaming could live again after the Atari ruined the market. It's not the. I forget which one. There was one Atari that
Silence, European.
Everything was great. And then the other Atari that's like, oh, this one destroyed the industry, and console gaming was in such an infancy that all video games could have died.
Oh God, yeah.
As a result of the Atari failure. I think the 2600 is the good one, and I forget which one's the bad one. But once again, not my childhood. I can't talk about anything but the Nintendo. And holy crap, it was great.
Yeah, A tier.
Yeah. It's not perfect. The controller would give you blisters and stab you. It's certainly difficult to go back to it, and certainly Nintendo has had a rough time of keeping the legacy of the NES alive. I would put both the PlayStation 1 and the Xbox 360 above the NES, even after all that praise I just heaped on.
Oh, okay. Yeah, sure. I'm down with that. And the only thing, last three things I really have an opinion on is the Game Boy Color, the Game Boy, and Sega Genesis. Honestly.
Well, let's see. There's one or two Sega consoles that also put the nail in the coffin. Let's see. So
you see them?
Yes. So let's talk about the Sega. So just like the Dreamcast, the Sega Saturn, it really did take multiple hits to knock Sega out of the
Sega what? Sorry.
Saturn.
Oh, Sega. Oh yeah, I forgot. Where's the Saturn? Holy shit!
It's next to the Game Gear.
Yeah, here, just found it.
Right. So, just like the Dreamcast, except the Sega Saturn had no games to really save it. And it set up Sega to get killed from the Dreamcast. And it was at the time competing with itself in that they had the, I think, 3DX, which was this like additional thing on the Genesis. And so yeah, I'd put the Saturn directly below the Dreamcast.
Okay.
And I'd put the Genesis in like B, I think.
Yeah, no, I agree with that. No, yeah, absolutely. There's a few games I'm fond of the Genesis.
So I'd put it's tough because the Sega Genesis really is the game console in between the NES and the SNES. In that it wasn't as influential as the SNES.
No.
It did a whole lot of good things in response to the dominance and the success of the NES, and I guess if I had more positive experiences with it directly, I could argue with it somewhere in A, but I think it's probably B for both of us.
I agree. No, absolutely. I think just where the chips, like as the dust settles and the chips lie, yeah, Sega Genesis being a solid B, good enough for me. And NES and SNES are just two, just kind of like they're two kingpin in their own rights to kind of let the Genesis get near them.
Having its own music processor made some of the farty sounds that came out of the Genesis and some of the music that came out of the Genesis something that's going to be burned into my mind forever. There's this like licensed X-Men game. I can't even remember the name, but one of the boss fights from that game occasionally just enters my brain, and I cannot get it out.
It's just the brain worm. It's like hell.
Right.
That's how I feel about like some of the Sonic games for DS, man. Like there's some shit that'll never leave my brain. Like I hear like anything that's even close to some of the tunes of like one of the boss fight themes, I'm just like, oh, like I just crawls out like a fucking creeper. Like it's insane. What do you have to say about the Game Boy and the Game Boy Color, my friend?
So, my experience with the Game Boy is I would put it in a solid A.
Oh yeah.
And
original Game Boy.
The original Coal Power Game Boy.
Yeah, I can agree with that.
Pokemon Red was my game. Link's Awakening, I think, is still amazing to this day.
Oh no,
And
absolutely.
Occasionally, I just think about it in like because it's this like dream experience that Link may or may not have had, and he at the end of it releases an Elder God of Dreams. It lives rent free in my mind forever. Just when I'm thinking about Legend of Zelda.
Mm-hmm.
So, I had some stinkers for the Game Boy. The Jurassic Park license game was dog shit. But there's some amazing bangers in the original Game Boy over its entire life.
Yeah.
I gave the Game Boy Advance a really hard time for backlighted screen and that sort of thing.
Mm-hmm.
I had to have an attachable light on my Game Boy.
Yeah, no, I had it
because
too.
it had nothing, and I can still remember like playing that stupid thing at night in a long car ride by the light of passing streetlights.
Absolutely.
So definitely an A console. I think where you put it is right where it belongs.
Yeah, I think this is just good.
I freely admit that I did not fuck with the Game Boy Color or the Advanced at all. I went straight from the Coal Power Game Boy and kept putting new AA batteries into it until I got a DS.
Damn. Then as a person who's like the game like they're comparable. Like the Game Boy Color and the Game Boy like it's just comparable. You just get to see your favorite games in color. Like it's just good. It's just upgrade. It was just upgrade. And I was a rich kid enough where like I can remember like definitively if I went back to my parents' house and I went into our garage, I could find both a Game Boy Color and a old school Game Boy. So I say definitely the Game Boy Color just upgrade, and so it falls just slightly better above the Game Boy Color.
Its era, was it overall uniquely a better console?
For its era, it was not overarchingly like it would be here if I had to be like that. Like if I had to be like 100% real, but as far as just like it is comparable, which would put it in A. But if I had to be like, you know, as if we're getting to the nitty gritty, it'd be here.
All right, I think we are because like I remember like in like a Toys R Us and like the trying out the Game Boy Color and that sort of stuff. The games that were on it were more similar to like console NES, SNES games, and they had like one ugly color on them, and otherwise it was like a sort of thing. And this problem is a good deal why I'm a Gen 1 only Pokemon player. Is I stuck to the Pokemon that was good on the Game Boy that was good from beginning to end.
Sure.
But that is total nonsense. But now you know the origin story behind that.
Sure. Sure.
All right, what's left to slot down?
Nothing that this is where my baby age shows. I'm like, I don't have the shit. Like,
all right,
I can respect the Atari name, but otherwise I'm like, I know what a Neo Geo is, cause that's just I'm like a Sega fan. But otherwise I'm like, the fuck is this? This thing was good, right? The Turbo Graphics 16.
The Vectrex was awesome.
Oh.
Because it was a console that used vector graphics for everything.
Like, basically, anything made by Sega, I'm aware about. I'm aware of. Otherwise, I don't know what it is. Like,
let's see.
Besides Sega and Atari, I mean.
So let's put the massive, terrible failures just on blast here.
Hit me.
So in ass, we're gonna drop the N-Gage.
N-Gage, sure? Yeah, no, that looks like ass. What the fuck are those buttons?
Yeah.
What the fuck are those buttons?
It was a game console that was also a phone, instead of a phone that played games.
Yeah, that's what that thing on the right was.
Okay.
That's it. That is a actual fucking number pad for you to phone your mom.
Oh God.
So
I fat finger now on my fucking smartphone. God forbid.
Right. So now we're gonna also put the Philips CDI for having the worst Zelda game.
Yeah. Okay. Ever. Yeah. That was sticking out in my brain.
And really nothing else of note. So then we're going to take the Atari Jaguar.
Yep.
Which had probably one of the biggest gaps between quality of marketing and quality of product. The Jaguar had a number of shocking and amazing TV commercials. The one for Alien vs. Predator, if I brought it up on YouTube, would probably give me chills again. Because it was genuinely fucked up and horrifying. In a way that only 90s video game marketing could get away with.
Hell yeah.
The console was dog shit. The game library was the 3 games that had TV commercials. So it goes straight into ass.
Dude, the wind out of my sails. Like, oh man, yeah, I love this commercial. Like, the marketing was amazing. It was ass. What?
Right, I told you the largest gap between marketing and final product.
Which I feel industry description
did make it way worse. Because, like, you know, like sometimes like there's you can live in an area that gets Dairy Queen commercials, but there's no Dairy Queen. Like, imagine spending an entire summer being bombarded by by Dairy Queen commercials, and then finally going to a place that has a Dairy Queen and it's literal shit in a burger.
I can't fight that one.
Let's see. I would not be willing to testify in a court of law about any other product here.
Yeah, like most I could do is come to bat for the Neo Geo. That's only because I am the very baby Sonic fan. Like the Neo Geo and the Game Gear, that I can only defend this because Sonic game fast.
So the problem I had with the Game Gear is I owned my Game Boy, and I had a friend that had a Game Gear.
Yep.
And it would play. It had real colors and real sounds and real music, and like we'd go to the park and play our games, and his 8 AA batteries would die in an hour.
God damn.
And I'm still fucking around on Pokemon. But he's like, I want to go home. So the Game Gear had a battery life of 1/2 of 10 minutes.
That's
and
insane.
was barely portable.
That's insane.
It was almost Wii U levels of your to a wall socket.
Dude, that I don't know. Yeah, that's fair. I only knew one person who had an actual Game Gear. I could probably say I've held a Game Gear one time, and that's absolutely fair. So like I said, I'm good not ranking anything else on this list. Like I said, I can only say the Neo Geo and Game Gear because I know Sonic game on the Game Gear. That's basically it. Like I'm a diehard Sonic fan. Like I know the plot of Kingdom Hearts. So, which is I know the entirety of the plot of Kingdom Hearts. And I can mansplain it to you for hours. But anyway, I'm good. like Corbeck, nothing would make me cringe and probably want to like go jump off the Golden Gate Bridge faster than, hey Dawn, could you explain to me what actually happens in Kingdom Hearts? I would if you ever dared ask such a fucking task from me, I would have to go like no, not because it's convoluted or anything. TM. I just could explaining that to you in a way that's coherent. You Corbeck, who make everything sounds decent, is just a something that no person should have to fucking deal with.
That's fair. I did find the trailer.
For what?
It's unfortunately a sweet 2040p YouTube video. Back in the day, we didn't have very powerful television.
No,
and even less quality ways of capturing things digitally. But I think you'd be allowed to play it for an audience without a copyright strike.
I would. What's it called? The Kingdom Hearts original trailer?
No. I just sent you. That was to you, right?
Yeah. You sent me something.
Yes, that is the Atari Jaguar Alien vs Predator.
Oh yeah.
Commercial that I was referencing.
Fuck yeah! I'm gonna play it on stream.
Introducing Alien vs Predator for the 64-bit Atari Jaguar. You might not want to play it alone.
Jesus. What? Oh. Egad. To the math? Oh. Like. Damn. Yeah, I can see why this game at first is fucking goosebumps back in the day. Especially if you've seen the movies. Oh, hell no.
Absolutely. So at the age of that commercial, I'd seen Alien and Aliens once or twice, and the idea of an alien has broken into your home, murdered your mom, and is tapping you with her arm is actually kind of a horrifying thing when you're marketing a video game to children. Because that commercial was like on like Nickelodeon.
Oh God, yeah.
Like that was not like a for adults commercial. That was directly marketed to young teen boys. As
Fair.
isn't this fucking awesome and cool?
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I can see. Yeah,
Right.
fucking scary.
And
Real
even
quick,
the-
Corbeck, is there any swaps that we need to make, in your opinion?
No, I'm good. Print it.
Print it. Save. Download that image onto my hard drive. We'll post it in the random trash to be immortalized forever.
Yeah,
Thank
the only
you.
thing that I could even think about moving would be the PlayStation 3 up to the end of D, just because it had some really cool stuff with it. where
And
you could have other operating systems loaded onto it,
Hmm.
so you could have like BSD or Unix.
Yeah.
$599 US dollars. $599 US dollars. Ridge Racer.
Damn! Oh
So-
God!
kind
A
of
memory has been
fun.
unlodged from my brainstem.
Right. The launch, the first year of the PlayStation 3 was fucking horrifying. And the nonsense surrounding the backwards compatibility and the removal of that backwards compatibility to try and get the PlayStation 3s off the shelf that were sitting there rotting